Dog owners know their pets love to nose around, but that nosiness is becoming a problem in states with legalized marijuana.
According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, more dogs are getting sick after eating pot products that have been dropped on the ground. That's because dogs process THC, the substance that makes humans high, differently.
We examine this growing danger for dog owners and what you can do to keep your pet safe.
Good girl.
Troy Piedenbrink loves taking his dog Princess on walks around their Washington, D.C. neighborhood.
Oh, she's our fur baby. I mean, we consider her our child.
But shortly after adopting her in July 2020, a terrifying episode when they returned home one evening. He says Princess wasn't acting like herself.
Kind of losing her balance, couldn't hold her bladder. Then all of a sudden she'd get bursts of energies and start to do zoomies.
Piedenbrink watched her closely for a few days, but it kept happening.
It always seemed to happen right after we took her for a walk. That's when we really got nervous and called the vet.
The vet asked Piedenbrink to describe Princess's symptoms, and then she delivered some shocking news.
She looks at me and says, well, you know what? Your dog's high. And I said, what do you mean high? I'm like, we don't do that. We don't have it in the house or anything like that.
Piedenbrink says the vet wasn't at all surprised.
She said it's super common now that it's legal for dogs to find it on the street. She says, and it doesn't take really much. She actually said we were like the 5th dog that day.
Nationwide, between 2018 and 2022, the Pet Poison Helpline reported a 735% increase in marijuana toxicity calls. The ASPCA's Animal Poison Control Hotline has also seen a surge in calls. They fielded nearly 7,000 in 2022, an 11% jump from the previous year.
A state that has just legalized it, we tend to see a pretty big jump that year.
Dr. Tina Wismer, medical director of the ASPCA's Animal Poison Control Center, says many toxicity events stem from household exposures to marijuana products. But it doesn't stop there.
If they are discarded on the street, dogs will eat them.
What are they getting into the most?
It's mostly edibles, a lot of chocolate-based products.
She says there are some telltale symptoms to look out for.
They're wobbly, like they're drunk. They overreact when you stimulate them or reach for them. They back way off, and they dribble urine.
While federal law prohibits marijuana possession, 23 states and Washington, D.C. have approved its use recreationally, and even more allow it for medical reasons.
We are seeing an increase in the number of marijuana toxicities that come in, and I am as well seeing more severe cases where they have more complicated signs and they're in the hospital longer.
Dr. Nastasia Germain is an emergency vet in Washington, D.C. She says on average, she treats between 10 to 15 marijuana toxicosis cases each month.
It can be quite alarming because people often believe their pet may have had a stroke because it can look like that similar, and the pets obviously can't say what they're feeling.
Fortunately, Dr. Germain says lasting side effects are uncommon. Factors like dosage and the animal's size impact recovery.
The longest I've had a dog hospitalized is about 36 hours because it got into a large amount of edibles. Because often if we get to them early, we can induce vomiting, and that's less treatment and the dogs get better faster.
Who's responsible for keeping the animal safe?
So the responsibility lies with the pet owner, right? If you have these items in your household, treat them like medications. Keep them away and out of the reach of your pets. And when you're in public, right, keep your dog on a leash, watch what they're doing so that they're not picking up or eating things.
We were really worried.
Fortunately, Princess made a full recovery. But Troy Piedenbrink says it was a scary ordeal.
And the worst part is she can't tell us what's wrong or how she's feeling.
Today, he's much more aware of where he walks Princess. But he says everyone needs to do their part.
I know human nature is oftentimes, even with cigarette butts, people just discard them on the ground. But there are consequences to that, unfortunately.
The ASPCA encourages owners who suspect their pet may have ingested or been exposed to marijuana or THC to contact its Animal Poison Control Center or a veterinarian. The veterinarians we spoke to also recommend limiting off-leash walks with their pets or using a basket muzzle to keep a dog from scavenging on walks.